wait,
So I wanted to
overview
do
of
a
all the
video that doesn't get
classes.
into numbers or calculations,
hold on.
and kind of do like a fun general overview of the classes in Baldur's Gate.
Shut up.
So not full casters, but also not full martial classes. And there's no better way than to start off with the mighty paladin class. But one more quick thing, just note that there will be some visuals to
I don't like religious classes. I'm okay with like monks and people who like achieve inner peace through like meditation and like certain like, you know, mantras and stuff, but like if there's like an actual deity figure involved, I'm like that averse
present
to
what
it.
I'm talking about, but I'm not going to go all out as I will be doing full guides in the near future, so you can just listen years ago in early access. So paladins can wield any weapon type with proficiency and also any
You need to see if you could be the fourth if you want to play with him. I reached out to Will about it already, but like, here's the thing, right? So I reached out. Will was like, dude, I'm super down. But if Will is doing it in another group, I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable because like, I don't care if he doesn't want it. Like, I would totally respect that and understand. I think it's better for him and his career to do that with Soda and Vey. You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't expect Soda and Vey to want to play with me either. I don't know Vey at all. I love Chance. He's cool. But, like, you know, we've never done anything like that. So, like, I don't want to push that envelope. You know what I mean? If they need a fourth, I will fucking go full degen the whole time. Like, if they want a fourth and they want to go down, like, to the fucking core with it, I will absolutely do it with them. But if I don't play it on stream, I'm probably not playing the game, to be honest with you. Only because this game would take up too much of my time. I'd play the fuck out of it.
any armor type. There are no limitations. And in a game like BG3, where there will be quite the variety of weapons on launch, this should make the Paladin quite fun. Now, Paladins are great at taking the roles of being single target damage dealers. Of course, they're Divine
Okay, I can't
Smite,
listen to this like
which
that.
adds extra radiant damage on top of your weapon's attack. And this gets really
Do they show any, like...
in the game. Paladins also get an extremely powerful, unique to the Paladin melee touch heal side of combat. Your Oath choice also gives you these special Oath spells, which require Oath charges to use them, as opposed to using...
I used to love Rangers. Like, I used to be so into the Hunter
enemy, which
archetype.
will give them some passive benefits, and also sometimes an extra spell, or even...
I don't think they have a fourth yet. So I've reached out to Will about it, but I don't want to double down. You know?
that seek out the most dangerous, get opportunities to strike first. The masters of the...
I just feel uncomfortable
You're
with
going
that.
to have a spell for pretty much every situation that the game could throw at you, and that goes for combat and utility situations alike. Wizards can have a ton of spells prepared at one time, and the ones that they don't have... Warlock is bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron, and they even get the ability to transform into beasts from all over the realms. Druids get light and medium armor proficiency, shield proficiency, and proficiency with clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears. The cool thing about druids is that they can fill so many different roles in a party, but they do definitely excel at support and tank and battlefield control party roles. Druids use prepared spells, so they get access to all of the spells on the druid spell list when they meet the appropriate level requirements. So basically, you can just swap...
I think I might want to play like a bard. I love bards.
It's a true power.
I love buff classes.
Bards have mastered song, speech, and the magic within. The bard class gets proficiency in light armor, simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords, and of course music.
Wait, you can play Raper? Hold on.
Instruments, which in this game, if you use an instrument...
What is that? they have a whole Bill Cosby class?
NPCs will start gathering
got one voice. Zippity-doppity-doop!
around you, and they may even donate. If you're clever, you could use this as a distraction.
Isn't really a buff class, really?
Bards are kind of like the sorcerer in that they get to learn a certain amount of spells as they level up, but they do not have access to an entire spell list to swap spells in and out like a cleric or a druid does. So your choice of spells as you level up is important here. Bards are presented with some spells from the wizard and cleric spell list, but many of the bard spells focus on support, and they do get some great healing spells. There's plenty of illusion spells and also enchantment spells. Bard's quintessential feature is its bardic inspiration, which basically allows them to hand down a ton of buffs to friendlies, allowing those friendlies, which does offer a subclass that lets them dip into the magical arts a bit. Starting off with the fighter, the masters of the art of combat, who can wield weapons with, and they get a special...
This is too dull. Let's check out the fucking barbarian.
With the barbarian in early access, as Larian did a really good... Barbarians get proficiency in light and medium armor, but they can also go unarmored quite well, and they get proficiency in all weapons.
Here's me meeting the paladin. Let's see. Well, they didn't want you to see that.
Weapons and shields. The quintessential barbarian ability is, of course, its rage, which is limited by rage charges, meaning you can only do so many rages per long rest. When you rage as a barbarian, you deal
Let's check out the monk.
Really nothing when compared to
I want to play the monk.
I actually did get to play a little bit of the monk before the recent panel.
You should play Conan Exile with Will and Seer. I mean, do they want me? Like, I don't want to make people feel like, you know, I don't want to be the guy that's like, hello? What about me? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have low self-esteem or something, but, like, I just don't want to, like, force my way into things. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I feel weird about it. I don't want to make people feel weird, and I really want to avoid that.
from hell, and let me just say that this class is really fun and engaging. So monks are experts in their ability to magically harness the energy that flows in.
You are not Burger Planet at the RV. But Will, I ate the worm.
Their bodies, and this energy is called ki. Monks have learned to turn their ki into a striking display of combat prowess, into defense abilities and speed, and even elemental spells. A monk's role in a party is often to be a skirmisher, and they come in with flying fists, they zip around the back.
Wait, you say I'm not known for gaming like you didn't watch my 50-hour run of Persona 5 Royale. I love monks. I'll probably play a monk. Monk is my favorite archetype.
Field and they get away unharmed. Monks get no armor proficiency, but that's okay, as they excel at being unarmored.
I like the idea of, like, it's a speedy fighter that also has a great, like a medley of support abilities at their disposal. It's super fun.
In fact, they get a huge movement speed boost when they are unarmored. And they get simple weapon and short sword proficiency, but keep in mind that monks can also be deadly unarmed as well, as they get to use...
I like a monk with a staff. Hates religious classes. I always see monk more in terms of, like... I don't like... Okay, I should just revise this altogether. I don't like fucking Christian dog whistle classes. How about that? I don't like the light. I don't like anything that is in reference to some kind of Christian god. I'm cool with fucking, you know, if you're going to go with something that's kind of Taoist, something that's more like East Asian religion, Shinto, that's cooler. I don't want to be in service of this fucking, you know, crusade god. No, thank you.
Use their dexterity modifier for unarmed strikes and strikes with monk weapons, and they get a little boost to the damage of their unarmed strikes. Monks are, of course, martial artists, and they are really good at deflecting missiles. In fact, they can even shoot missiles back at enemies, and they get to attack several times in one turn right at the beginning of the game at level 1, and that only increases at higher levels.
Oh, shit.
One of the biggest features of the monk is their ki, which in BG3 will be represented through ki points, which recharge, I think, on a short or long rest. Monks can use their ki points to power abilities such as Flurry of Blows, which lets a monk make 2...
No. The Shadow Priest in WoW is cool. I will play a Shadow Priest. I will not play a regular priest. Fucking worshipping some fucking Eldritch Lovecraftian nightmare, way cooler to me. But when you just make something like a really weird, clear one-to-one, like these are fucking Knights of the Templar and shit, I'm not...
Unarmed strikes as a bonus action after they take the attack action.